everyone, I am Smarty Mukherjee and you're watching Excel tutorial. So prior to this I had done the first tutorial, which was very simple. I talked about the cell, the row, the column, and how do we insert cells and rows and columns. So that was very basic. So this is like the second part of the same tutorial. And today I am going to talk about sum, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So this is also going to be a basic how do we add two numbers and how do we minus two numbers, how do we multiply, and how we divide. And after that I'm going to take you to the formula tab, which is here, and then I'm going to talk about this tab here and what are the various options here. So I have just put a screenshot here for you. So I'm going to tell you how to do auto sum, auto average, count numbers, max and mins. So I am sure that you are ready to learn little bit more about Excel today. So I have put up this example for you guys. So let's get started. So today I'm going to talk about a very simple example, which is here, student name and score. So these are the names of the students. This is a list that I have prepared just to show it as an example. And then on the right side, I have put the scores of these students. You can consider these as total scores, or you can consider these as individual scores for some specific subjects, say English or maths. So now on the left side in student name, so I personally believe that every human being is unique, every student is unique, and then they have their own unique powers. So that's why, to make this tutorial little more interesting for you guys, I have given names to the students like Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, Iron Man, Thor, Wonder Woman, and Hulk. So let's quickly see how do we sum up these scores. Now to begin with, just put an equal to sign here, then type S, and as soon as you type S, you will see the first option pops up, which is sum. So that's what we want. You can just press a space bar or type sum like I am doing and open the brackets and then add this number, and then with the help of your mouse just drag it down to the end of the list. So now here please notice it shows us that 200, which is the score of a Superman, is in row 5 and column C. So in my previous tutorial I told you how to mention the name of the cell. So this is C5. That's what it shows here, C5. So it is saying that start from C5 and go down till C11. So now I'm going to close my brackets here and press enter or the return key, and this is going to give you the total score of all the students. I hope you find this very easy. We can do this once more. We can just type in equal and then press S, and you will see sum. Either you can press tab or space bar, or you can just type in sum, and then you can also do this manually if you know what is this cell number where the array starts. You can just type in C5 and then colon, and then you can type in C11, and that will highlight the whole array of numbers for scores for these students, and then close the brackets. You will see the total. This is how you do the sum in Excel. Easy, isn't it? Now let's have a look at subtraction. So let me first highlight sum, as we always do. Whatever options we have covered, I generally highlight that in yellow. So I'm going to highlight sum in yellow, considering that you guys have understood it very clearly. Now let's move on to subtraction. So now I am going to put equal sign here. Let's say I want to subtract C12 minus Superman's scores. So let's just put the minus sign here and then select 200 and then press enter, and you will see that it gives you the minus If you see in the formula bar, it also shows you the formula that in C13 cell you have calculated C12 minus C5. So we have got 890, which is the score. So this is a very simple way of just subtracting one number from other. Let's highlight this in yellow. I'm considering that you got it. Now let's have a look at multiplication. To multiply two numbers, we are going to again put equal sign, then select two cells which we want to multiply. Say we want to multiply Hulk's score with Wonder Woman's score. So we are going to just press the asterisk sign on the keyboard. This is called a star, asterisk, or you can call it multiply or whatever you want to, but this is the multiplication symbol. So now let's select the other cell which we want to multiply and then hit enter. So this will give us the multiplication of both the scores for Wonder Woman and Hulk. So it is 24,700. Very easy, and you can again notice the formula and the cell number here. In cell C14 we have multiplied C11 into C10. So this is what the answer is. So this shows us the result of multiplication. Easy. So let's highlight this in yellow. Now let's quickly move on to division in Excel. It is also easy. You just say equal sign, then select the cell. Say I want to divide C14, then put this forward slash and then put in any number or choose any cell with which you want to divide C14. So I have selected C13. Now press enter. Easy. So this gives us the division. Easy. So let's highlight division. Now let's quickly move on to the formulas tab, and you see there are so many formulas. Don't worry, in my upcoming tutorials I'm going to talk about this complete ribbon of Excel. So just don't worry that if you see so many confusing things here in Excel, don't worry about that. Let's just have a look at first option which says auto sum. So now in order to do the auto sum, let's first remove all these numbers from here. Okay, so if I want to do auto sum, I just need to select the cells for which I want to sum. Say I want to sum up all these scores, so I will highlight all these. I will go to auto sum and press sum. Simple, very easy. It will right away give you the total of all the scores of these students here in the column right below the selected array. So you had selected this C column up till C11 and it is going to give you a result in C12. It's very simple. Now let's do one thing. Let us see what is the average. Let's delete the sum from here. Again select this column C, column from C5 to C11, and now let's see what happens if you click on average. Automatically it is going to give you the average of all the scores. So maximum score is 200 and minimum score is 100 here. So it is giving you the average which is 155. So now let's look at the next option, which is count numbers. So count numbers is sometimes confusing, my friends, because people confuse it with different terms. But counting numbers means it will tell you that how many rows have been occupied or how many cells have been occupied with this data when you select a particular range. So within that range, what is the count of cells which are occupied. So if you see, these are actually 7 cells which I have selected. Let's see if we do count numbers, then what? Yeah, so it is giving you the result as 7. There is another way to have a look at this. When I highlight this, if you go down the screen little on towards right side, it gives you the count 7, the average is 155, and the sum is 1090. So it gives you all the details down below as well, but you can calculate this with auto sum option as well. So let's delete this and let's have a look at the next option, which is max and min. So first let's have a look at max, but for that we need to highlight the cells to give an input to this auto formula. So let's highlight our scores, and then we are going to see max. So it tells me that 200 is the max score. Now again, let's remove this max score and let us see out of all these scores what are the minimum scores, which student has got the minimum score. So it says 100. So this is our minimum score, and this is for Iron Man. So Iron Man is not doing good. He has to work hard to get the maximum score, but we are working very hard, and it is quite easy to understand this formula bar and the first option, which says auto sum, average, count numbers, max and min. There are a lot of other functions which I will be explaining in my upcoming tutorial. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel and share it with people who have never touched Excel. Even if you are a fresher, or you are looking for a job, you're going for an interview, or you are a teacher, you need to use this for your daily work. Make sure that you share this video with your friend. So next time I'm going to come up with more tutorials of Excel with more complicated formulas and explanation of these ribbons in one by one in my upcoming video. So till then, take care, all the best.